Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Aiden, from Cartoon Apocalypse, and welcome back to Miraculous Monday, back with another week. Don't have any fan art. I do have a couple announcements, though. First thing I want to mention is that I am working on this new channel type of thing. It's in like an animated story, so if you know like The Odd Ones Out or like Jaden Animations or whatever, I'm kind of doing my own version of that. So I'll leave the link, top link in the description below. Go check that out. I don't know, I've just put a lot of work into that, so I want to continue to do that. So it would really help me out if you went to go check that out, watch the whole video through, watch it like 10 times each. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's something that I want to do, so go show your support if you're interested in that. Also, I haven't mentioned it in a while, but I do have a Twitter and Instagram, so if you're interested in that, I don't really post or anything, but just wanted to put that out there that I have it, because I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and get right into this video. Hawkmoth's true foil in the show. No, my Akuma is being attracted by it again. Fly away from it, you stupid bug. Don't try to evilize it. No, my plan's foiled again by those dang bug zappers. I don't think Akumas would get attracted to the bug zappers though, because I mean the bugs. Interesting thought though. Could he Akumatize animals? Because animals can feel negative emotions. So could Hawkmoth Akumatize animals? He can Akumatize objects, we know, from Jeremy Zag or something. I don't have we seen it in the show? I can't remember if we've seen it in the show or not. But he can Akumatize objects, so why couldn't he Akumatize animals? That'd be interesting. He could Akumatize like a bunch of lions or something. Turn them into super lions. And then, the only reason why I think that they would be attracted to bug zappers is if the bugs that were zapped were mad about it, but they would be dead anyway, so it wouldn't work that way. So I don't know, like what if Akumas could Akumatize other Akumas? There you go. That's like, you can make a super Akuma. There you go, new idea for the show. Monkey covering his eyes emoji. Giving Adrian a different outfit, just keeping it the same. Well, that's how like cartoons are, like, well, most animated shows, they all have the same outfit because that's just how it is. It's not very smart to change the outfit every episode because it just takes a lot of effort to design a whole new unique outfit specifically for that character. So they can't do that. Also, my voice, my neck, I don't know, I'm not feeling too great today. So if I sound a little bit different, that's why. So my throat just is like a little weird. Now that Marinette is the Guardian, shouldn't she have to know who Cat Noir is? That's what I'm saying. I think it makes sense. I don't know if they're gonna do it, but that definitely makes sense from Ladybug's perspective. Like, I've said this before, what if Cat Noir goes rogue, such as Cat Blah? Granted, Cat Blah is gonna happen. It's gonna air after the finale, but it happened before the finale in the timeline. So, it's a little weird, but I do think that if something like that were to happen, it would be helpful for Ladybug to know who Cat Noir is, so that she could help combat that a little bit better. So it does make sense that for Ladybug to know Cat Noir's identity, but I don't know if we're actually gonna see it. We'll just have to see what route the show writers did. If I was making the show, that's how I would do it. Maybe not immediately, but at least by the end of season 4, that's what I would do, because that seems like a responsible thing for Ladybug to do. But I don't know. We'll just have to see what the show writers choose to do. Us getting excited and making theories on the Camp Law trailer, but realizing that the episode might end in a memory wipe with no plot development like Oblivio. It's a gif of a pizza man and then just walking in and it's like all crazy. Yeah, I definitely think that like it's not gonna be a memory wipe per se. It's gonna be going back in. So here's what I think is gonna happen. You know, we have all the stuff. Ladybug goes, delivers the letter, whatever. That's good. But then Bunny X takes her back in time before she delivers the letter, and then they undo all that, so that the letter was never delivered, and that all just doesn't happen. And then the future, I don't know. The future Ladybug that was in the timeline to where the letter was delivered would eventually just disappear. And then same with the Bunny X that happened with. The Bunny X would disappear as well. So then they just disappear and then the timeline's changed. And that's how they end the episode. That's what I think is going to happen. That's what makes the most sense. But I'm really interested because there's a lot that they can do with this episode, and I'm really excited for it. Not 5 minutes after my daughter and I leave the house to trick or treat, does this fine little lad start following behind. Oh, cool, there's a little cat. Except for, it hasn't been Halloween yet. Halloween's on the 31st, isn't it? So, like, it hasn't been Halloween yet. That was probably from last Halloween. What a coincidence if that happened again. Like, your daughter dressed up as Ladybug again, and then the same cat. What happened to the cat? Is it your cat? Is it a stray cat? Did you take in the cat? I don't know. We should have some follow-up for this post. Art by Tweetpoo. Okay, so it's Cat Noir. I guess Can't Belong. It's Can't Belong. That's how you pronounce it. Okay, stop getting mad at me for saying Can't Belong. And we will see soon. Well, as soon as we get the English dub, we'll see how to actually pronounce it, or how they pronounce it in the show. But how you pronounce Belong in French is Belong. So that's how you pronounce it. And so we got Marinette, and it's just like a laundry joke, because like he was bleached out and then he turned white. So yeah, I'm so excited for this episode. That popped in my head. Aspic, you know, Ladybug, I'm actually also Cat Noir. Ladybug's reaction during the fighting. This is a Tom and Jerry thing, right? This is Tom. Yeah. And then there's Ladybug. That scene in Desperado was so funny, because like I wish we could see, because this is likely how Ladybug would actually react. I can't tell if this is a face of she realizes it, or she figures it out and she's like, oh, that's true, or if she's like, no, I don't believe that, that's a joke or something. I don't know. If I was well, then again, I wouldn't be Ladybug, because just the characters just don't know anything. If I was in Ladybug's position and I knew stuff, this I would realize. Well, I would have figured out who Cat Noir was earlier on. So like, anyway, but let's just forget that. But yeah, good post. OC, honestly, this girl is hopeless. Marinette building up the confidence to text Adrian. Marinette talking to Adrian as a friend. Marinette talking to her crush, Adrian. Yeah. Well, then again, she's gotten a lot better at that. Like, we've seen her progression, how she went, like, in season 2 to be like, and now she's just like this. Like, in Puppeteer 2, that was a really good situation where we saw her, you know, actually talking with Adrian. And just overall, in season 3, we've seen her progress as a person as far as talking with Adrian, so she's not like this too much anymore. So, yeah, good job, Marinette. Hee. Upgrade. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh my goodness. This is perfect. This is, I mean, yeah, it's perfect. Oh my gosh. I never knew I needed this in life. I hope we see this. I mean, we're definitely not going to see that, but that would be so funny. This is good. Oh man, that's good. I know it's too early to say, but I'm calling it. Camp Blanc is the most competent villain who actually goes straight to the earrings. Oh yeah, and there's just a screenshot of this. Well, we don't know. This was just part of a promo, so, you know, they may have fought beforehand, and so he eventually caught onto the earrings. But yes, most villains don't straight go for the earrings. They're usually like fighting or trying to do their own goal and not really paying attention to the earrings. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like Camp Blanc is going to be a good villain. I am just so excited for this episode. It's going to be, I'm honestly hoping it's my new favorite episode. If it's not my new favorite episode, my guess is it'll be my second favorite episode, which will take the place of Kwame Buster. What's my second favorite episode? It's either probably Kwame Buster or Bolivio. I don't know. Ladybug's still my number one. Ladybug's my favorite episode ever. So, yeah. I was just looking back on sketches last year, and I found this. So we got Marinette here, and then Cat Noir. So, is this some Mari Cat fan art? It's not gonna happen though. That's like, what if the show writers are just like, you know what? let's just make this happen. Like, what if this is the first ship that happens? That would be so funny, but it's not going to. So hate to break it to you, but I don't think this would happen. I still like the episode in Eve Illustrator. That part's still super funny to me when Cat Noir's like, yeah, check me out, and then Marinette's just like this. I love that scene. That's like my favorite scene in like season 1. I don't know, probably not my favorite one, but it's really good. It's probably my top 5 favorite scenes ever. Well, at least in the first season. I don't know. I've never really thought about my top 5 or 10 favorite scenes ever. That's just definitely on there. So, yeah. Most likely what's going to happen in season 4. Lucanet and Adragami, oh, I thought you were dead. My death was greatly exaggerated. If not in season 4, it's not going to be the first episode of season 4. It's either going to be the finale of season 4 or the first episode of season 5. And it's not necessarily like Adrianette's going to happen. It's just the end of the transition ships. I really don't think it's going to continue on in season 5. It's either going to start, or the transition ships are either going to end at the end of season 4 or the beginning of season 5, unless season 4 is completely plot based and they follow a completely continuity based show. Then it could happen anywhere in the season, but as far as how they have it planned right now, it's only going to happen first episode or last episode of the season. That's just how it is. Hopefully, I'm honestly really hoping that season 4 is like, you need to watch episode 1 first, then second episode, then third, but this show just isn't formatted like that. So either the first episode of season 5 or the last episode of season 4, that's when we can expect these transition ships to end. So keep your eye out for that. Those are my predictions. I can't be the only one who thought this. Cat Noir hero form, Cat Noir akumatized form. Why did I say akumatized like that? I don't know. This is from Pokemon, right? I don't know. I don't watch Pokemon, but this just looks like a Pokemon. So, okay. I don't really get this. Well, I mean, I get it. It's just like a different form of this. It's like a fox in Minecraft. Like, you can have the orange fox and then the snow fox. There you go. There's my analogy. Lady Bala. Have we seen this post before? I feel like we have, or maybe it was just a Lady Noir, because I feel like I remember seeing a post that looks very similar to this, just maybe not the white version, just like the regular Cat Noir version. I don't know. I'm not going to go through all the old episodes of this series, but if you remember this post, let me know down in the comments, because I'm pretty sure we've seen a post very similar to this. Yeah, let me know. Cat Ballon. When Cat Ballon's design isn't just Cat Noir with black turned white, but an actually good design, happiness noises. Yeah, I really like Cat Ballon's design. It's not what I was expecting. Like, I expected pretty much everything to stay the same, except for it's just a white costume. But they're really outdoing themselves. And again, that's the kind of stuff that we like to see. We like to be surprised, and the season finale just isn't. It didn't surprise me. And I'm thinking of making a video talking about why fans were so annoyed, not necessarily annoyed, but like more disappointed with the finale, because some people just don't understand. They're like, but it was a good episode, all this, but there's a reason. I just don't think you guys understand. For those of you who guys are like, why are people disappointed that this episode was good? So my plan is to make a video talking about that. So I don't know, depending on how things go this week, I guess, since it's a Monday, we'll see kind of what my schedule is, if there's any new news or whatever. But I still have 2 videos that I need to make soon. The everything that we know about the movie coming out in 2021. There's also that New York episode confirmed, but I was gonna wait until we get more news about that, because basically we only have, like, we knew that it was happening and we knew it's a thing. We just know that now it's starting production, so it hasn't been anything too big. And then the why people were disappointed with the show. Those are my couple main things. Also, forgot to mention, Cat Ballon airs, as far as we know, the 15th. That's the 2-year anniversary of this channel, so that's gonna be a fun day. And yeah, so got a lot planned. Dang it, Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi drops down by 1 bar. Video quality, we go from Marina Rouge to Volpina. I feel like we've seen this post before, or maybe it was Ladybug and then Chloe dressed as Ladybug, but we've definitely seen this meme format before. Beautifully broken fan art of Emily by me. This does look very beautiful. It's beautiful. And then I'm really interested. I'm sorry for going back to Camp Alon. I'm just really excited about this episode, but like we see Emily in the promo, so I'm really interested to see when in the episode, like what time that whole scene happens. My guess would be earlier on in the episode. That's my guess, but it's either going to happen. My guess would be early on in the episode, but there's a possibility that it'll happen at the end, because obviously the fans want Cat Noir to figure out that Gabriel is Hawkmoth, and so this is their way, or the show writer's way, of giving us that without actually giving that to us, so we could see how Cat Noir would react. Just like Oblivio. The reveal happened in Oblivio. It was our way to see what would happen if they did reveal themselves without it actually happening. So this is kind of like, how's Cat Noir going to react? Because if it happens in the beginning of the episode, Cat Noir might decide to go with Hawkmoth and try to capture Ladybug Zakuma because this is the good for the family or whatever. Or if it's at the end, then Cat Noir might reject them, and that's good, and then we'll just have everything get undone because they go back in time or whatever. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm just really excited for this episode because there's so much that they can do with it, and I just don't know how they're going to fit it all into 20 minutes, because it's going to feel really rushed, I think, which is going to be a little bit bad, but whatever. Straight up facts. How Cat Noir is portrayed in fan fiction, how Cat Noir is portrayed in the show. Well, I don't read any fan fiction, so I don't know, but I can get what's going on here. Are these little Shrek things? This is the guy from Undertale, right? And then Thanos' gauntlet. But yeah, Cat Noir's not really displayed very well in the show. He's just more of a sidekick, and not even that. He's just like, he's less than a sidekick, because a sidekick is at least used, right? I don't know, but I haven't seen very many shows with a sidekick. But yeah, I wish that they would have more to do with Cat Noir, because right now he just seems to get in the way, and it shouldn't be like that. So he was actually treated better in season 1, I think. From what I've seen, it seems like he's done more in season 1 than he has recently. So I don't know. Hopefully that'll start to change in season 4. So I don't know. I just want a full Adrian episode, like an episode focused on Adrian and his lore, because there's a lot that they could do with that, because we don't know hardly anything about Adrian. Same with Marinette. But then again, this show doesn't really focus on lore. I mean, they have in this season, and that's good, but like, we don't really know too much about Marinette's family or Adrian's family, and there's a lot that they can do with that. So hopefully Felix is one of those episodes where we really learn about Adrian, but I don't know. Maybe don't put your heart set on that, because we might not end up getting it, but that's something that I wish we would see. Marinette doing this hand gesture thing is so precious. So we got Marinette doing this, and then Ladybug doing this. What episode were these from? I don't know. But yeah, these are cool poses. And again, they're like very similar. So it's like, if you had a side by side, well, if we were ignoring the hair and how similar they look, their actions, like if you were doing this thing, like, I don't know, you could probably piece together that, hey, they might be the same person, or at least put that on your suspicion list. Just like, nah, whatever. I get annoyed at that sometimes, and I feel like we go on tangents on that, but like, there's nothing we could do about it, so that just happens a lot, doesn't it? Probably more than I consciously realize, because I just do it subconsciously. So yeah. Oh, let's go on to the final post of the week. I told my husband that there was only one picture I absolutely had to have from our trip to Paris. Oh, it's Adrian's photo in front of this fountain. That's what it is. A fountain. Why couldn't I remember that? Yeah, that's awesome. the background isn't exactly matched up. Is that because it's a different angle? Well, obviously they didn't model it exactly, but yeah, they do use a lot of like famous things in France in the show. So I wonder if you were on the other side, would it look closer to this? I don't know. That'd be interesting. But yeah, there's a lot of different things you can do. And then let's see, it looks like you were close to the well, so you probably got on the well and jumped off of it. So yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this week of Miraculous Monday. If you enjoyed, you can leave a like and subscribe for more content similar to this, and I'll see you next week or in the next video, whatever that might be. Goodbye.
The whatchamacallit's called an ice cream scooper?